Hi there, it's Grandma Williams. Welcome to Grandma's Studio. Today is Question and Answers Q&A, episode 11. Today you sent your emails in to Grandma, and Grandma turned them over to the producer, David. He wrote them out, and he's going to ask me the questions, and I'm going to answer them. And with that said, David, you can start with the first question.
And thank you, Grandma. First question is, what is the main thing that you would like for your subscribers to know about you?
Well, the main thing I would like to tell my subscribers that I'd like them to know about me is that I love to create. I am one of those creators that wants to be known in the world, that likes to make money off of creation, that loves to have a bunch of followers.
Very good. That's a good answer. Question number 2. Where were you born?
Well, that depends on who you ask. But since you're asking me, Mom and Dad lived in Hampton, and they had to take Mom to Newport News to have me in the hospital because Hampton did not have hospitals. So I was born in Hampton, Virginia.
Very good. Question number 3. What state do you currently live in?
I live in the Sunshine State, Florida.
Wow. That's a state everybody wishes they lived in.
Yeah, it's very beautiful here in Florida. I understand about the dry country, the dry state. I understand about the hurricanes. I understand about the downfalls and the good things. But to me, with the situation with me is that I've seen it all, lived it all, and I'm happy here. And I don't see any place else that I'd rather be unless I come into a bunch of money and I have a choice to do something creative. Maybe one of my dreams I've ever wanted to do, then I would do that. But other than that, I would stay here in DeLand, Florida.
Wow. All right. Next question. What advice would you give to someone who is wanting to get married?
Advice I would like to give to someone that's ready to get married. The advice I would tell you is that expect your spouse to cheat on you, even though he might not or she might not, and to live through it and accept them as who they are. Never let go of that relationship for anything, not even because of that. Stay with them, work it out with your spouse. Do everything in your power to live every day according to what you want to live and do, and let your spouse do the same. And you'll have a good relationship. If you just allow each other to be themselves and don't leave, just stick it out and work through it. That's it.
Very good. That sounds very wise.
Yep.
Question number 5.
Uh-oh.
How can a person know when they are in love?
When you're in love, I understand about puppy love and I understand about infatuation. If you really want to know when you're actually in love, it's when you're of age and you've gone through, let's just say you've worked for a year and you found somebody you fell in love with, and you've been single for quite some time, and so have they. He does so many things to turn you on, to get your attention, Those are signals he's trying to communicate with you that he loves you or he's in love with you. And you sense those things too. So therefore you respond back to him with little things to antagonize with him of things that you like to do. Say for instance, you like to go out to a Chinese restaurant. You'll expect him to do that for you, but you can't expect that too much because he doesn't know. So you'll throw him a lifeline and say, well, I like to go out to Chinese restaurants, or A1 Steaks House or what have you. Then that's where he takes you. Well, with all those signals you're throwing, he's throwing, that's how you know you're in love. And he's in love. And you have a good relationship because you're bonding together, you're working things out together, and you're not including anybody else in your relationship. And that's all I could tell you.
That is definitely fascinating.
Cheers.
Question number 6. What is your favorite vegetable for cooking or baking?
My favorite vegetable for cooking, onion.
Ooh.
I love using onion and garlic in a lot of dishes that I prepare. Sweet and sour chicken, I use onion, and fresh stuffing for the holiday, I use onion. For most dishes, casseroles, fried fish, fried chicken, I use onion and bell peppers. So I would say onion.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent choice. Next question.
What's that?
What is the most important part of the canning process for foods?
The most important part for canning is that you put your canning jars in your bath water and lay them for 15 minutes solid, and you don't remove them until that 15 minutes is up. I even go an extra minute to make sure. Because your cans are not being sealed properly if they don't have that hot water absorbency to seal the labels and the lids and everything, compacting it to the jar. You have got to have a nice seal on your jar in order to can your stuff and put them on in a dark, room temperature place. So I would say make sure you put your jars in a hot boiled bath water for 15 minutes. That's what I would say.
That sounds very important. That's a good idea.
It is very important.
Next question. Which one of your canning tutorials, and you've done many, was your favorite?
Well, I think I love canning since I started, and I know I haven't been at it for years, but I think my favorite tutorial would be those cabbage stuffing.
Oh my gosh.
Cabbage stuffing would be my number one favorite Hungarian dish that I enjoy. My mama passed me the recipe from Grandma, my dad's mom, and I enjoy it.
I'm going to have to agree with you on that because I like that one myself. Okay, question number 9. What is the most important thing you would like to say about people raising their children?
Wow. Be patient. Children are like fine linen. When you go ironing your fine linen, your satin cloth, you got to be very careful not to burn your satin cloth. Be very kind to children. Everything you teach your children, they absorb everything you teach them. And later in life, it comes back out because they have nothing else to donate to or respond to other than letting go of things that they learned in their childhood. So it's important to very carefully love your children, raise your children, and take care of them no matter what, the way it is. And that means to love them, feed them, clothe them, sponsor them, whatever it is, make sure they come first, more than your job. Your children are your lifeline. They deserve to be loved and treated equally.
That sounds right. That sounds very, very good. Thank you. And here is the last question for this episode of Question and Answers.
What's that?
Drum roll, please. Which red wine is your favorite?
Ouch. I didn't know that was coming. Jacob! It's a good Cabernet wine. I think I started drinking it last year, and I took a liking to it. Now I'm used to it. For me and my lung condition, my health overall condition, everything that's wrong with me, Jacob has actually caused my sugar diabetes to be under control to where I can enjoy the wine and still respond. I can go to sleep knowing that I'm going to be okay. So therefore, I would suggest anybody that's sugar diabetic, if you're going to drink wine, drink a red wine named Jacob.
That is fascinating. Very good description.
COPD cough.
And
I'm okay.
I'm glad to hear that. And that ends this episode of Question and Answers.
Hi guys, I love you so much. Keep sending in your emails. Grandma will love to answer them. Do not hesitate to send in your emails. Without your emails, Grandma don't have nobody to answer to. So I look forward to your emails. LJW2Lana@hotmail.com. And until next time, be good and be careful.